Hey guys, and welcome back to another tutorial episode for the economy server. Silent Knight here, and today we'll be doing some teaching you how to use the bank system. So yeah, um, so I'll go ahead and hop on the server, and we'll go ahead and get started. First, we're gonna start off by going to Warp Main, which I hope by now you guys are familiar with using. Warp Main, I can actually see here I redid the donor boards to the accurate pricing and stuff like that. Anywho. So, if you want to come off from the thing, come over here. You remember the apartments. If you go a little bit farther, you'll see that there's the McDonald's, the gas station, DMV, and the bank. So if you come over to the bank, you'll be able to walk into the bank, and you'll see here that there'll be bank tellers on each one of these, I guess you could say, spots. So you can come up to the money bank, and you right-click the money bank, and it opens up the options. You'll right-click to cycle through your options, which are withdrawal, deposit, and transfer. If we can clicking too fast. Withdrawal, deposit, and transfer. If you walk away from the bank, it'll automatically close it. So, how much money do I have on me? Money. I have $16,000 on me. So I want to go ahead and deposit, say, $1,000. If you type in $1,000 into the chat, it'll automatically deposit $1,000 directly into your bank account. So now say, okay, now this is a neat feature. Transfer. You can now you can actually transfer money right from your account to someone else's account. So let's see. Let's be. I want to make sure Jaina has an account. So Jaina has a balance in his account. So I want to transfer money to Janet. So I'll type in $100 to transfer, and then the player's name, and that should transfer. Otherwise it. Excuse me. It's been a while. I actually wrote this plugin. However. It's been a while since I used it. I want to transfer $100 to JNat. There we go. Name first and then $100 second. Successfully transferred $100 to JNat 85. So now if we look at SBC JNat, you can now see that his account has gone up $100. I'll never get that money back. I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. And then it's pretty much standards from there. Now if I want to deposit or withdrawal, I can just go over to the withdrawal and do $100. And I can pull out $100 from the bank. How cool is that? So these all three over here are money banks. The three over here are actually experience banks. If you right-click to open up the bank, it'll show you initially how much XP you have in there. It'll show you the amount of EXP in the sense of EXP orbs, not XP levels. To see how many levels you can actually withdraw at the time, it'll tell you can withdraw up to how many levels at your current level, given how many levels you can actually withdraw. Now, the one major thing to keep in mind with the XP banks is they are perfectly designed, as written by me, to calculate perfect amounts of EXP. So say if you have 10 levels of EXP, and you go deposit those 10 levels of EXP, then you have 0. Then you go and farm up another 10 levels of EXP, and then you come deposit them. There's not 20 levels of EXP in the bank. There's exactly the amount of EXP orbs that you got that takes up to 10 levels on each time, which I think would probably be, if you total up, it'll be like 16 levels. I don't know. If you were to say continue to get those extra levels, those 10 levels, while having the previous 10 levels, you probably only get to like level 16, because obviously the higher levels you go, the more it takes. I actually rewrote the algorithm that Minecraft uses to calculate EXP, and that's the actual operations that my XP banks use. So if that ever confuses you, just remember that you never ever lose a single drop of EXP using these banks, guaranteed, and I can promise you that. So so I want to deposit, say, 3 levels. Now I deposited 3 levels, and now I can re-access the bank, and I can withdraw 16 levels. I was too far. They have automatic closing, so you need to make sure that you're careful when you do that. So I drew all 16 levels, and that was it. So you can see here that there's 3 of those. So that's a cool feature. But the last feature I want to show you is the one in the basement, which is the bank vaults. So if we go down into the basement of the bank, you'll see that there will be a vault into the basement. Or there will be a vault in here. This vault contains a chest that only you can access and see. No matter what you put in here, if I put in stuff in here, no one else can see that. So if I were to put all this stuff in here, you see I'll close the bank vault. It says inventory saved. The chest bank inventory saved. This is called chest bank. Basically, whatever you put in here, only you can see. Excuse me. Basically, this is just a vamped up ender chest, essentially. But nonetheless, pretty cool. You have limited access to that bank. You can only get access to so many slots until you start ranking up. Upon ranking up to a better rank, you get more and more access to that bank. So the higher rank you get when you're new, you only get so much access. Then when you can become a member, you buy member rank, then you get more access, and then et cetera, et cetera. So the higher up you go in the ranks, the more access you get to the bank. Anyway, guys, that's the bank feature. EXP banks, money banks, and a bank vault. I hope that taught you guys something interesting and new, guys. And until the next tutorial, you guys take her easy. And oh yeah, and always remember, as always, guys, remember to check out the server. Excellent. The IP will be in the description. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. All right, you guys take her easy.